Hey there, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, welcome. Today we're doing a reading for January 5th until the 11th. And I've gone ahead and started us off. I've already done a scrying session for you, and I've picked out some channeled messages that I was getting before we dive into the Oracle and Tarot for you. The first thing I was seeing was an alien with a third eye, very random. My interpretation of this is you might be feeling like an outsider or not even of this world at times. It can leave you to feel alienated, but this can also indicate something new of yourself. And I feel like because this alien had this third eye, it might be your awakening or your illumination within that has caused you to feel potentially like you're standing on the outside. You feel like you're the only one that's seeing the things around you. Now, the other thing I was seeing for you was desert lands and a crescent moon. So, I mean, this can indicate travel for some of you guys, but mostly what I was getting is this isolation, and it felt peaceful, like a peaceful isolation, this kind of journey within the soul. This can indicate a desire to get away in some cases, but an interesting thing about the desert is it looks barren on the surface, but there's so much life teeming underneath the sand. So it might be encouraging you to seek mysteries, what lies beneath the surface is what I'm getting for that. Now, next up, I'd been seeing an eagle that was flying upside down. Very strange. I've never seen an eagle fly upside down like that, but it was kind of this gliding upside down. And the eagle it has a lot of symbolism. Feel free to look into this symbolism on your own as well. Use your own intuition as well. I very much encourage you all to do so. But the eagle flying upside down, the eagle represents inspiration, strength, focus. It can represent blessings as well. But the eagle mainly is speaking about vision. And because he was flying upside down, I kind of get this idea of a bird's eye view, but from a different perspective. It's an objective perspective of a different kind, is kind of the vibe. Next, I had been seeing a gear with only one cog. It took me a minute to figure out what the heck I was even looking at, but it was a gear that only had one cog. This tells me that you might be feeling like everything that you're working on is hinging on you, like you are the sole driver. However, one thing I thought about when I was looking at this gear with one cog is because the cog was off to the side, kind of like that. I don't know if this helps, but my thought was if I turned this gear, it would turn into a keyhole. So I feel like the work you're doing is going to open doors for you. Even if you feel like you're on your own, I feel like this is going to take you to a whole new world, to quote Aladdin, I guess. Now, the other thing I was seeing was a covered bridge with one light outside of it. It was in a snowy landscape. There was pine trees. And this covered bridge, it almost looked like a fortress. Like it looked very square and blocky. The inside of the tunnel was dark, which is really interesting. Now, covered bridges, I do my research afterwards, looking into the symbolism if I don't already have strong feelings about it. But I was curious about the symbolism of covered bridges in general. They refer to every time, apparently, you cross a covered bridge, you're supposed to make a wish. So this might be a wish fulfillment for some of you. The covered bridge is also referred to as the kissing bridge. So this could indicate love, potentially, in some cases. But the covered bridge overall is talking about protection. This covering protects this travel through. Now, bridges can talk about communications and connections, but I'm mostly getting a vibe of change and transition, this dark journey you're taking. And you are protected on this journey is what I'm getting. Now, lastly, what I was getting was I saw kind of antenna growing out of a head, like rabbit ears on a TV. I felt like this went nicely with the alien with the third eye. It can talk about your intuition maybe being heightened. You might be getting a lot of spiritual downloads at this time for some of you guys. But we're going to dive into the oracle cards for you, starting with my Shaman Oracle. And we're going to pull some cards. We'll see how the channeled messages fit or what doesn't fit. Take it how it resonates. Ooh, very nice. First off, we are getting the Shaman of Courage. I really like to see that. Definitely feels like you're on a dark night of the soul type of journey is what I'm really feeling for you here, Aries. Now I'm just going to pull one from my Herbiary deck next. Forbidden Fruit. Interesting. All right, and I'm going to pull a Quantum Oracle for you next. Okay. And we're getting the Teacher for the Quantum Oracle. Interesting. All right. Next up, I'm going to pull 3 from my Manga Tarot for the week. These are going to be clarified further by my Shadowscapes Tarot, just to give us a more in-depth feel for the week ahead for you, Aries. Okay, the Hierophant. Interesting. Shuffle again. Okay. The 5 of Cups. One more shuffle. And the King of Wands. Okay, interesting. So, here's my Shadowscapes Tarot. I'm going to be clarifying our tarot here, but it looks like you were starting off the week of the 5th to the 11th at the Hierophant. Interesting. So Hierophant is connected with Taurus, as we know. The Hierophant talks about this kind of stern structure. However, the Hierophant can also talk about blessings from spirit here. And I mean, I will say the eagle does refer to blessings in especially Native American cultures, indigenous folks, huge fans of the eagle. It's believed that when an eagle flies overhead, that means you're about to receive a blessing from spirit. Something to keep in mind there. But this moves you into the 5 of Cups, this focal point. You're focused on this loss of these 3 cups here, when you still have these 2 delightful cups here waiting for you right behind you. If you were to turn around to see these 2 cups still standing, you'd notice this bridge in the background here that leads to a castle. So this is really interesting. It's kind of looking above and beyond what we see here. Not focusing on our losses, but focusing on the things we have to be grateful for, right? Now this moves you into the King of Wands, this fiery kind of energy. And the King of Wands is talking about this strength, this respect, and success. Now the King of Wands is also talking about this divine protection that you have. And I do like to see that, especially with the courage being highlighted here and this idea of being protected. I also kind of see that here with the forbidden fruit. I see this armor along this snake here. And it's interesting. This snake, one moment here. Bear with me. I'm just going to grab my spirit animal book here because the snake showing up feels really, really important. One moment here. Bear with me. Okay, so the snake talks about going through personal changes. It's intense and it will feel as though your old self is being shed and is falling away. Definitely see that here. talks about a surge of energy and feeling more alert, like you're opened up to new channels of awareness. Interesting with the alien and the third eye, the rabbit ears, the antenna. Now it's encouraging you to start doing either tantric or kundalini yoga. Definitely a good time to go within, especially with the desert and the crescent moon that I was seeing for you, encouraging you to go in and look deeper. Now, it says you may experience a dramatic and unexpected physical or emotional healing very soon, coming from an unexpected source, maybe a person to help, maybe this could even be a guide that's kind of guiding you into looking into things that are going to help you, right? And especially, like, this feels very like you're very much connected to spirit at this time, especially, yeah, with the Hierophant showing up as well. I mean, the snake is talking about looking deep within yourself. This works with the Five of Cups, this being more aware of the things that cause us to feel hurt and pain, gaining a new perspective on the things we lost, maybe realizing they weren't really for us to begin with. But I do also want to talk about this forbidden fruit card with the snake on it. The snake does represent healing, and I love how Kundalini was brought up. The Kundalini snake feels very fitting. But the forbidden fruit card also encourages us to look deep within, and what is our... it's encouraging us to look at our more primordial side. What does our more animalistic side tell us? Are we trying to push it off? Are we trying to hide it? Or are we able to integrate it into new and better ways of being, of existing, right? Now, we start off with the Hierophant. We're going to start clarifying here. Spirit, what is the Hierophant for Aries? Okay, it's being confirmed by the Six of Cups. Interesting. So this blessing from Spirit, this visit from Spirit, it may require you to look back to your past, your inner child, things like that. I feel like there's going to be a lot of information there for you. Either this is going to be things that you need to heal potentially, or this is going to be something that's going to help propel you forward. We'll take another one, Spirit. And we're getting the Four of Swords. Interesting. Rest, relaxation, recovery. It's this inner healing. And that's definitely something that's been talked about with the forbidden fruit and the snake, this shedding of the skin. It might be painful in some cases, but I feel like the skin is sliding right off. It's ready to come off here, kind of like in this picture. It's ready to happen, kind of thing. Now, this Four of Swords, this rest, relaxation, recovery, it also talks about this blessing. And I very much feel that with the Hierophant. I feel like this is very much encouraging you to go deep within with this spiritual knowledge, this guidance from your ancestors, your guides, whoever you connect with, right? And this Four of Swords, I very much feel this might be kind of tied to not only going within, but kind of the meditation and yoga that was encouraged here. This a time to relax and kind of heal your body, your mind, weaving them together once again is kind of the vibe. Now, with the cog in the wheel that I had saw, the single cog in the wheel, yes, this work that you're doing here, it's all hinging on you. You are the sole driver of this journey here, Aries. And that's a good thing, because we turn that gear, that single cog in that gear, we're going to turn it into a key for you so we can open doors. So we're going to move forward into this Five of Cups. Spirit, what is the Five of Cups for Aries? The Six of Swords. Yeah, you're moving on to calmer shores here. It's like you're ready for kind of smooth sailing, and it feels like communication is getting better and easier for you. Like, I feel like you're ready to let go of this disappointment, this focus on these three spilt cups, and you're turning around here. Like, especially, yeah, they're facing the two cups that are upright and they're ready to move forward is kind of the vibe here. You're ready for a calmer way of being. And it's interesting too, because I mean, the Six of Swords, it's talking about balance and things like that, but I'm seeing a lot of healing, a lot of like going inward, going on your own to heal. And this feels very much like the desert lands and the crescent moon. I feel like the crescent moon is a waxing moon, like it's growing, right? And you're getting all of these insights and blessings from spirit is kind of what I'm seeing here. You are protected on your travel through that covered bridge. It's a fortress, really. Oh, and the Six of Swords here. Yes, you're charging forward with the Chariot. Stunning. It's telling you that your path ahead is clear. I see you with your horse-drawn carriage here. You're just charging through that covered bridge. You're charging through the sandy landscape, the snowy landscape even too. Now, this talks about your goals being obtained. You're very focused here on your travels, and this feels like a very divine gift, this blessing here from spirit. And the Chariot is very much connected to Cancer as well. So this could be a Cancer as well for some of you guys. But this moves you into the King of Wands, this fiery, this taking action, this focus is bringing you into a more empowered, sturdy state here. And I do want to mention here, the King of Wands, it's talking about creativity as well. So, I mean, highlight your creativity. If this is going to help you through a dark night of the soul, it is definitely a wonderful time to partake in any creative endeavors. Now we're going to go ahead and press forward and clarify our King of Wands here. Spirit, what is the King of Wands? Ooh, it's the Ace of Pentacles. Gorgeous. The Ace of Pentacles is talking about this gift from spirit. This is manifestation. This can be an increase in finances for a lot of you as well. Ooh, and it's confirmed by the Seven of Cups. We're going to take one more. The Seven of Cups talks about making a decision. It can feel a little cloudy. Now, this is confirmed by the Knight of Swords. This is talking about communication, networking, brainstorming. I very much feel that with this teacher showing up. Like you might, once again, I feel like a lot of you might be deeply connecting with spirit at this time. And I feel like this is going to bring you a lot of the answers you're looking for, because it moves you into the Six of Pentacles. This, I really like. This is our upside down eagle here. Well, part of it. We've got a couple talking about this change in perspective, because the Six of Pentacles talks about this flow, where we're putting our resources, our time, our money, our love. This is a card of discernment. You're now very aware of what is deserving of your resources, your time, money, love, things like that. And you're exercising it. You're guiding your resources into the sprout that needs it to grow. You're not giving it to things that are already blossoming, right? You're giving your energy and your time, your love to the things that need it to grow, the things you want to grow. So I definitely feel, yes, this is very much highlighting this, your spiritual work that you're putting in here, this alien with the third eye, this antenna on the rabbit ears. But I mean, you're in this desert landscape, you're doing this dark night of the soul type journey is what I'm feeling. And you're taking the time to heal, and you're digging real deep with that Six of Cups, that you're digging below the surface sands of this desert, and you're healing it deep within. And you're gaining new perspective. Like you're gaining perspective on the things you focus on, and you're changing that. You're healing that side of yourself with the Six of Swords. And it's allowing you to, like, you've cleared a block here is what I'm seeing, because it's allowing you to burst forward with progress, right? And success. You're harnessing your energies for good, for the things you need, the things you love. And yes, you are the single cog on this gear, but it is really a keyhole, is what I'm seeing, because it's bringing you to a much better place. You can walk with courage here because you are protected, as we had seen with, the Chariot, the Hierophant, the King of Wands. Like, you are very much protected on this journey. The covered bridge was a fortress for you. Like, this looks beautiful. And I will say, I feel like there's a lot of people around you that can help you on this journey. This teacher could be a person in your life, maybe a Taurus, maybe a Cancer. That might hold significance for some of you guys out there. But I do feel a lot of you, you're connecting deeper with your guides at this time, and you're learning, and it's filling your soul, your heart with the things, this nourishment, I guess, for lack of better words, allowing you to shed your skin, to express yourself in a more authentic way, where you're not hiding your shadow, you're using it. You're using it to build more upon your journey here. Like, this looks really stunning, Aries. You're on a roll here. So I think I'm going to leave it here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I think you're going to have a fantastic week. You're healing a lot of things that need to be healed, and I think you're going to step out on the other side of that covered bridge, and you're going to feel 1,000,000 pounds lighter. All this weight lifted off your shoulders. So take care, guys. Have a wonderful day.